Okay, I don't know if you see this or not. This is the atom of Wing Chun, ATOM. ATOM, like the atoms, nucleus, protons, electrons, neutrons. Okay, so I want you to follow with me on this. This is critical knowledge that we have here. I have Sunum Dao here. I have Chum Q here. I have the BG form right here. I got the wooden dummy right here. I was just putting in any other kind of order. I have the Bajam Da right here. I have the sword form. I have the Lutin Bunguan, which is the pole form. In the middle, I have Chi Sao. Now, with each of these, if you must know, there's either sparring or application. So we're not going to write that down. You just know in each circle there's some degree of sparring and or applications. Probably except for the Bajam Downs and pole form, because we here are so very poor and cheap. We don't have a lot of covering to make sure that we're not going to hurt ourselves based on the sword form idea of sparring or the pole form of sparring. We just want to make sure everybody's okay and safe. So now that I've said that, I have arrows pointing to each one. Without the other form, you cannot in any way, shape, or form have the latter, the one before it, exist. So you have Sunum Dao form. Yes, you may get so far with Sunum Dao form, but without Chum Q, the Sunum Dao form is only as good as its stagnant self, unless the teacher actually teaches you how to move with like Big Ma, Bu Ma, Hyun Ma, all these stances and footworks that you need to make your Wing Chun successful. In that case, then, your Sunum Dao is only as good as it gets, because you don't have Chum Q. You don't have the Chi Ma footwork for that. You don't have the understanding of a sinking tonsile application. You don't have the understanding of a wrong bone versus a correct bone. You don't have all these different elements that are together to produce a better Wing Chun, or at least a better Sunum Dao vehicle, because Chum Q is a short form. But taken with the Sunum Dao, now you have more emphasis on technical value and skill. At least you could do something with these two. If you've done something with these two, you should be doing Chi Sao. So then you at least understand a little bit of Chi Sao in the wooden dummy. You'll be a Bruce Lee, basically. Even though Bruce Lee never finished the dummy, never even got started with Chum Q, to be honest, and did Sunum Dao and a little bit of Chi Sao, that's it. So then you have Bu G. Well, to understand Bu G, you have to understand what the Sunum Dao and Chum Q can do for you, and why you should really rely on Sunum Dao and Chum Q more than even the Bu G form. Okay, because if you just rely on the Bu G form, they say it's the most dangerous form of all of Wing Chun, but dangerous for who? It's actually dangerous for yourself if you just skip to the Bu G. And I dare you, go ahead and then try to use this in a fight, you'll lose. A street fighter will whoop your butt all over the place. Now, the wooden dummy is going to tell you really more about Sunum Dao and Chum Q than anything. It's going to help you understand that you can actually use Sunum Dao and Chum Q to a better knowledge and actually have yourself well protected. It will even show you what Sunum Dao techniques mean on a broader sense. So, Sunum Dao Chum Q, I make a lot of my students go through the wooden dummy, then back to Bu G, then pole and swords. Okay, I do it in that order. There are some Wing Chun players, teachers or whatever, they'll have you do Sunum Dao, Chum Q, have you do like half of the wooden dummy, then hit Bu G. So then You got a lot of people that they'll finish BG and they don't even touch the pole or the swords, or they may even have the pole. They go off and teach at their own martial arts schools, or they create their own martial arts schools from that point on, and not even understanding the other half of the dummy, not understanding the better attributes of BG or the swords, or even having good chi sao, and that makes the Wing Chun person very weak. You'll find a lot of those Wing Chun players getting beat up by other people of other martial arts styles, including their own system, because they haven't fulfilled all the obligations. Now, a lot of you will say, well, it's just techniques, it's easy. No, it's about the concepts and the theories and the principles that's within the system. That's what makes Kung Fu so different. You can't just learn the system by techniques and then think you got it. Really, you would be dead wrong. And I promise you, don't do it. Okay? One of my students who became a black belt underneath me, he came to my place one day and he said, well, I thought BG was the most dangerous form, and there's nothing that can really touch BG. So I said, all you have to do is prove it. All you gotta do is use Qui-Gon, for example. So he does the overhead elbow of Qui-Gon from BG, and I stopped it with this mid-level expression of Tonsai that is used in the second little piece section of the Sunum Dao form. This Tonsai actually beat the Qui-Gon at its move, in the very middle of the move, or the asterisk of the move, and he was shocked. And I said, see what I mean? BG was a danger to you, not to me. So, and a lot of you Wing Chun teachers, you understand what I'm saying. A lot of the guys who so-called want to teach Wing Chun stuff on video, and they only teaching techniques, and their form sucks and whatever, and you guys are following them, you're following right into a trap. They can take all these secrets and ideas of the Sunum Dao form only, and will never understand that Chum Q plays a part in the advancement of Sunum Dao. That Chum Q can even help you understand the advancement of BG and back and forth. That the Bat Jam Dao sword form would teach you a punching secret with the Sunum Dao form, the Chi Ma way of shifting, and the technique out of the Sunum Dao will be the Bong Sao. There's a secret in the Bat Jam Dao form with the Sunum Dao and Chum Q that you actually learn something that's even more powerful to hurt an opponent, and also using the first 3 moves of the wooden dummy if you combine it, and can even be used in Chi Sao. So that's what I'm saying about these skills here. I'm telling you, if you learn each form and you figure out the connection, you figure out that the techniques are really not advanced, they're really intricate in each part, then you come to figure out there are technical secrets that you must know, that you can use to defend yourself even better. Even the pole form will teach you how to use your hand techniques better, right? But you won't know that because most of your teachers run away after BG form. And that's it. And then they start talking about Western boxing giving Wing Chun skills.